Welcome to the home of the Tulane Green Wave, Human Stadium in New Orleans, Louisiana. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the UAB Blazers, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And the Blazers will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Tulane's offense will go on the attack first. And David, this offense is built around keeping it on the ground and feeding the beast at running back.
Yeah, and he is a grown ace man. That dude, it starts and ends with him. Jesse, how nice is it to have a running back that you can turn, hand the ball to? He's going to get positive chunks. Defenses fear him. That's a really nice place to start on offense.
And it doesn't matter how many guys they have in the box, right? Every single week, defense is key on stopping this guy, and none of them can do it. He is so dynamic, a true game changer for this offense.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Leaves it with the back. Fights off a defender. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Here comes the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots. You read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So UAB's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got the quick pass.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Back to pass on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Green. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He'll pull it down and run. On the move at the 30. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The Blazers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Hill. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And the Blazers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught near the sticks. It's Ferguson. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll go to the air. They're working that left side. Touchdown, UAB! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They march 79 yards on the drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. This drive will open from the 15. They'll start this drive going to the air. Working the middle. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Reed. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. On the move, it's Green. Shows a little move, gets his man off balance, and gets out to the 22. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in New Orleans for a fun first half than you? And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Yeoman Stadium.
About to start here in the second half. Tulane will kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. Lofts one high and deep. Snatches it on the right. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the third quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? Defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, they hit it, and this offense is hungry.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Now staring at a third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got it behind the line. It's Hill. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And it's good from 58 yards out.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Cobb. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Preston. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've reached a break. It's UAB on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Preston. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Tulane right back to the line.
This offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got a man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to the end zone. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game one.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Georgia is on top, but this is a close game. And, you know, back in the day, you'd feed Herschel Walker and go home. That guy needs to emerge for them today. They're up by 7 over Alabama. Games like these just mean more in the SEC.
Breaks into the open.
I just love when running backs make those decisions, and when they get close to the sideline, some will take that advantage and step out of bounds not to get hit, but I love when they do like this and stick your foot in the ground, get downhill, get some positive yards because it helps your offense on the next down.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the brain trust will go to work. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Grabbed near the sticks. It's Barnes. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
And 1st down for the offense.
And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to